I want to go back to the land nav topic though, because I think this is a big one that gets forgotten about because so many people are just so accustomed to GPS now. And again, having been in the Air Force in the space nuclear side of it, I understand how quickly that can be turned off on you, much less like
That's it.
attacked. Like the government can just turn it off. Like not for them, they can turn it off for you and
Right.
everybody else. So I think a lot of people forget about the land nav side of it to the point where I feel like it wasn't even getting talked about anymore. It was a very basic level. Like when I did it, through my like basic training, it was pretty rudimentary. We didn't even go through grid squares or anything. It was like, here's how you pick a heading and then how you pace it out, go that way. It was just like, I know you all cover that, right? Like at One Shepherd.
Oh yeah. Yeah. About a day and a half of it. There's a night portion to it and everything. Yeah. And then of course we cover it, but the big thing is to make sure that inside the curriculum, and specifically every 7-day semester, it's 7 days all shoved together. They all culminate with a 3-day FTX, field training exercise. It just means a big war game. It's a lot of fun. But of course you get plenty of time to do that because you're thinking, wow, I just went through land nav. Well, when will I use that again? And then just a few days later, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and they say, hey, you go lead this reconnaissance. And guess what? You whip out your compass and your map and your protractor and you go, oh, Lordy, I've got to go, a 1.5 kilometers in the middle of the night and get these guys back safely. So, yeah.
I know you can get free topo maps pretty much anywhere. So like I think my topo is where I go for mine, and then you can just get them. You can order them too, and they can different grid sizes. Really useful tool if you just want to have your whole region kind of like in a book and keep track of it.
Well, not only can you get them from Geological Survey, you can also get them from what used to be called Defense Mapping Agency, now called Geospatial. What is it? Agency? Is it GSA? I
Oh
think.
yeah. No, they're local here. They're actually, I think they're just around here.
Right. So
USGS.
if you know which quadrangle you want, you can actually go and ask them for it. And if they have it, they give it to you either free or at some small charge. And that's great because now you're getting the 1/100,000, 1/50,000, 1/25,000 grid squares. And I find that very useful. I've used plenty of U.S. Geological Surveys. Not only can you use that because as long as you know your terrain, it's okay, right? There's other ways to figure out exactly where you are. It's not useful for calling in fire like an artillery, but beyond that, it's pretty damn useful. And frankly, at One Shepherd, what they'll do is they'll go ahead and draw grid squares in. That our cartography just goes ahead and puts in 100-meter grid squares just to make it a little easier.
Okay, cool. So